Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you may be watching in this wonderful, wonderful world of ours. Happy Monday. Hey, it's Monday. Come on, everyone, do the jig. Everyone, well, except maybe Andy. Andy, I hope you're feeling better, as Gorgo mentioned in the chat. Feel better soon, whatever you may be trying to kick there overseas. So welcome, everyone. Happy Monday. Yes, Monday. And the game has changed so much in the last 24 hours. And this is episode number 101. Yes, we are in triple digits and we are continuing to roll through to our next 100 episodes. Great week to be in Wisconsin. So whether you're in San Francisco, Wisconsin, Seattle, maybe you're in Portland, maybe you're in Des Moines, maybe you're in St. Louis, wherever you may be, even down in Sarasota, Florida. Welcome to the stream. Yes, episode number 101, the Bounty Hunter episode, because bounty hunting is starting today. If you're a Star Wars fan and you know the Bounty Hunter, Boba Fett, yeah, you're coming after Lap. Some of you are coming after Lap a little bit later. If you're new to the stream, welcome. This is Laptop Hound. I stream Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday around this time, anywhere between 1 and 1:30 Eastern Standard Time, depending on weather and internet and getting things set up and prepared on time. So yes, stay tuned, and I will be rolling in, as the cool kids like to say. The cool kids still say we're rolling in to the Drive Home show and Na Space after my stream today. So yes, I will be rolling in to the Drive Home, your Drive Home broadcast with NASpace, because EVC and NYC will not be on at his regular time today. He is off gallivanting somewhere in the West. I don't know if he's still in Canada or if he's in California or surfing somewhere in his swim trunks down in the Oregon area. I don't know. He doesn't keep us updated. Come on, EVC. Like, we want a hour by hour itinerary of exactly where you are. No, maybe not. We will be, again, streaming into NASpace after the show, whenever that may be, depending on the bounty tournament, but somewhere around 3:30, quarter to 4 Eastern Standard Time. And EVC will be on tonight. He's still going to do the theme team show tonight at 10 p.m. Eastern. So he will be on the West Coast streaming from some unknown location. And again, if you're unfamiliar with my streams, I have come over from the YouTube environment, and that's where I started making my content for OOTP. So feel free to go check that out. All the archived episodes are on there, as well as some other apps that I kind of do a little bit of content for out of my own free will. Yes, and if you're new to the stream, Mondays is kind of going to, I've changed my content around just a little bit, just a tiny bit, to fit the new OOTP environment that has kind of started this morning. So we're going to have bounties on Monday and Tuesday. I'll get into what those are all about in a second here. Going to deal with my theme team, because it's kind of theme team Monday, because EVC usually follows me on Monday. And then maybe do a little bit of live talk with, real baseball. And sometimes I sim through OOTP with the current up-to-date game file. We probably won't get to that part today, but we will talk about the live card changes, because yes, there was a revamping, a reevaluation of all the live cards. Some went up, some went down. Some new cards are in because there's new players in the MLB, and we'll talk a little bit about that later. Tuesdays is the Bounty and the Babe. That sounds like a good rock band, Cobra. Bounty and the Babe. Yeah, there you go. So we have our Babe in the Matrix returning again tomorrow. And of course, with Babe in the Matrix, he travels to all the major league teams one by one. And we have a little contest where you predict, some of his stats, his home runs, his RBIs, his hits, his runs. And you fill out a Google form and you get that in. And the winner gets some packs. and I keep track of all of Babe's statistics on my Discord. So if you're not in the Discord and you want to come to, kind of a smaller Discord environment and share some of your, OOTP experiences, go click on that link, join the Discord, and that's where I update all Babe's statistics. So far, his best season. I haven't added the Chicago White Sox where he was last week, but I believe Boston has been his best destination so far. That's where he's had his highest total of home runs, RBIs, runs, and hits totaled up together. Although last week, I believe, was his highest home run total with the Chicago White Sox. So, yes, tomorrow we'll be back with the Babe in the Matrix. And again, there will be some giveaways. There'll be a giveaway at the end of the stream today and a giveaway for the bounty tournament. And again, my ad breaks I've changed around a little bit. Going to take, ad breaks kind of every 30 or 40 minutes instead of those 3-minute ones, just kind of a minute and a half or 2 minutes. And yeah, that's what we will be getting into. So without further ado, let me talk a little bit about my last kind of regular stream because I had the Hawk Report on Thursday. On the Tuesday stream was the 1,000, the 1K 100 celebration. And boy, I'm still smiling because of all the wonderful guests that I had on. We had Cobra on, we had Gorgo, we had EVC, we had Rich Grisham, we had GT Sundown, and we had, I'm missing someone, but we had 6 guests. And of course, Gorgo, we had on to end off the show. And yeah, that was such a special episode. Probably my most favorite episode so far, just because I love that collaboration and got a chance to give a lot of extra giveaways back on that show. And I didn't have quite a chance to welcome and thank everyone, all my May subscribers. I want to do that at least once a month. A huge, huge shout out to all of you that subscribed during May and even subscribed in the months before that, whether it's with your free Prime subscription or Tier 1, whatever it might be. And especially to those that gifted out in blue. Alex Hira, Chess Safari, D King 395, EVC and NYC2, Gristle Whistle, Heath Dog, Lord Parquad, and Your Kidneys, who at some point in May gifted out to you guys, the community, and allowed you to, use those 15 emotes and get those little sub perks that you might have. I'm still figuring out Twitch. I'll figure out channel points at some time. But yeah, right now, step by step, little by little. And thank you to the follows today. We had a few people following. We had Will's W_I_LS. We had Grizz OOTP. And on a Monday morning, we had a called Wiener 69 follow. So on a Monday morning, I'm not sure if I'm prepared for that, but called Wiener 69, thank you for joining the stream today and for following. And all the others that have subscribed. I try to get to know you guys as much as I can. Some subscribers I haven't quite tapped into yet, haven't quite found their destinations and put them on the map. But Andy from Sheffield, we got Bluebird Silver from Seattle, Brent from Boise, Idaho, Brynick, we've got Budweiser Bob, Chadwick, Chess Safari, Cubs fan, of course, from Orlando, my longest subscriber, D King from Sarasota, Florida, EVC. I don't know where he's from. He's been everywhere, man. Yes, he's traveling everywhere, but he calls Los Angeles and New York kind of his home. Ezra Denny, of course, fellow affiliate streamer who I had the chance to appear on his show about a week ago on a Wednesday episode. So yeah, laptop and I was on with I Rock This and we had some fun. It was laptop unfiltered after dark with Ezra Denny. Fofi, of course, a fellow Canadian. Gabagoo Luigi, I believe, is from New Jersey area. Gristle Whistle, I believe on the West Coast, maybe near Oregon as well. Heath Dog from North Carolina. High Speed Hermes, don't know much about yet. IBDB from Seattle. Jeff Steelflex, Just Beamsa, and it goes on and on. And again, I would be going right into NASBase if I read all the wonderful people as part of my community. So thank you, Mr. Devil Dog, Dylan, the St. Louis Cardinal fan, Sean from his amphitheater outdoor arena in Colorado. Stinkins, fellow streamer and affiliate, Tessuigi, Canadian. And Tessuigi may or may not just appear for a few minutes on the show tomorrow. So if you follow Tessuigi, stay tuned for that. The real Teddy O, who's been playing OOTP since, probably version 1. I've seen his name a lot in the community. Wildcat Bandit from Oklahoma. And of course, my fellow cohort with the Hawk, the early version of the Hawk Report, Your Kidney. So thank you again to all the May subscribers. Like I said, just want to shout them out at least once a month because you keep the coffee fun going. You keep the cat litter fun going. And with 9 cats, it's a lot of cat litter. 8 cats, 9 cats, I've lost track. But since we homed those 4 baby kittens who were abandoned by the mother and had to bottle feed them, and of course, my wife says, well, we can't just let them go out in the wild. We had them from right when their eyes open and had to bottle feed them. So yeah, we had a manageable amount of cats, and now we've got a lot more because of those 4 that we had, I think back in February or January when they were brought to us. So yes, thank you for all of that you do for me and my cats and my coffee. Cats and Coffee. There's another rock band name for you. So we got Bounty and Babe, and we got Cats and Coffee. Like the alliteration. If you're new to OOTP and want to try it out, go check it out. Go get the game. Not currently on sale right now, but for $39.99 American, you can pick that up, and you can even save about $4 or $5 by using the code LaptopHound24, and you can save 10% on the game. And of course, parade around Sarasota D King with your OOTP 24 shirt, or Chadwick with your OOTP 24 mug, or Gorgo putting the OOTP 24 stickers on his vehicle. Lots of merch that you can get from the OOTP merch shop that the team has put together for anyone that may want some of that. A motley crew we have, that is absolutely for sure. All right, I want to get to a little bit with those bounties here. Let me see if I can bring that up and go back to this screen right here. And just give me 30 seconds. I got to go find a special slide that I made up for this. And where are we? So yes, one thing that I did in OOTP 23 that I had a lot of fun with those bounty tournaments where you got to compete against me in a 16 quick tournament. And throughout the stream, we kind of looked back and we kept track and see who would emerge as the champion of that tournament. And I think I have it almost ready to go. Give me another 30 seconds here. That would probably be right here. And yeah, where did you go? Well, anyways, rules are pretty straightforward. I did have all the rules laid out here, but when we enter this tournament, 16 teams, it is a perfect draft quick tournament, so you don't have to enter your own cards. Your cards will come from a pool that you select in the perfect draft, and the winner of this tournament will get some packs, and also the team that knocks me out of the tournament will get some packs as well. So let me bring up my OOTP screen, and I will be using the Johnny Cash luggage tags, my new theme team that I'm working on, and we will be using a quick draft T16 ID2 will be the one that we are doing our first bounty tournament in. So if you have an open slot, not only can you win 3 packs from OOTP, but you can take me out and win 5 packs, and you can win the tournament and win 5 packs too. So if you want to get involved in this, no charge, of course. You just need your open slot with one of your teams, And in the chat, I want you to declare that you're in. So simply put in and your team name, just like I did there, just like Keith did. Please put your team name as well, just so I can verify that it is community members that are part of this tournament. If someone has not declared and they win the tournament, then we will kind of give prizes out a little bit differently. So get in there, Monterre Dawn, GT Sundown, Heath Dog, Chadwick, Gristle, Whistle, Chaos will ensue. Yes. Mass Base is in. Mr. Audit, welcome. You are in as well. We are filling up quick. This tournament fills up fairly quickly, but I want to thank the team at OOTP. If anyone's listening, if Alex or if Nicolino or if Rich or if Dishnet or whoever may be listening from the team, thank you so much for putting these back in, because they have been wonderful for creating a little bit of positivity and friendly rivalry in the community. All right, we'll give that a few more seconds. While we're doing that, I'm going to go and click on draft team. So what we did in OOTP 23 is everyone in the chat, of course, declared that they were in, and then posted who their first round pick was. Who is your perfect card that you got? Hopefully you got at least one good one to choose from. And I don't recommend you take live Clayton Kershaw or live Louis Orez or whoever it may be in your first couple rounds, because there probably are better ones out there. So if you are not in, if you didn't get in, if it filled up, you'll have a chance again tomorrow. We are doing these bounty tournaments on Monday and Tuesday. And I put a bounty emote. I know subscribers, you have access to it. I'm not sure if it's there yet, but if someone notices that and you're a subscriber, just post that in the chat, because I wasn't sure if it took on Twitch or not. But you should see kind of a Boba Fett bounty tournament. So yeah, post in the chat who your perfect card is. Napoli, probably still the best catcher. Willie Wells for IBDB. Gunner, D. Dempsey, who's been rocking the lives. Excellent. Got Gunner. Addy Joss. Remember, these are best of 5. Dave Bancroft. GT got Lou. Excellent. Oh, Vasherized. Yeah, you Cool Papa is good, but compared to some of these other ones. And look at this, ladies and gentlemen, the lap. If you're going to knock out lap, you've got to get by the perfect Lou. No one even comes close. Thank you, OOTP. Mike Adams is clearly the choice. Chalupa pants. Don't try to be, distracting me. If someone like Kidney said, "Oh yeah, Mike Adams is the play here, lap," I might have to follow that, but I'm going Lou. So Heath is saying it sounds like we have 3 Lou's. Skip to my Lou, my darling. Yeah, we got 3 Lou's hanging around. Okay, now it gets tougher. All right, Chipper Jones. And this is a modern environment, so we're not playing any kind of weird 1923 no DH kind of environment. And there are 2 16 tournaments, so both are set up the same. So it doesn't matter, because last year, remember, we had one with double picks each round. Both of the 16 team tournaments are exactly the same environment. All right, what do we think? I got some good choices. Jones, Tiedemann, Bregman. I'm going to go with Jones, because I can get some good gold pitchers later on. And yes, I did notice someone said that they've got Dave Bancroft. There are some new tournament cards that are already in the drafts. So Bancroft, I'm guessing, is the best shortstop available right now. Willie Wells may go on sale on the card shop, because there's a new shortstop in town. Not quite the hitter, I don't think, of Willie Wells, but when I took a quick look at his defense, it looked really good. All right, next up. And I'm not going to even look at the chat because you guys are going to try and distract me and say take Brandon Woodruff. I'm going to take Hal Trotsky. Looks like one of the new tournament cards. Good power, decent eye. All right. But I've got Lou already. Ooh, yes, I've got Lou. And I've got Chipper. So do I sacrifice some D and put Chipper at third? I think so, because these other cards here, not a big fan of. All right, let's go Trotsky. Let's go all offense here. All right, next I better take Bibby and kind of Splitty. Be a good bullpen guy. Who do I want? Rusty Greer, Cecilio. That's a good. He's a good reliever. This guy, good guy in the pen. He's no Mike Adams. With all these new cards, I have to double check some of these because after a while, rote memory is like you know all these cards off by heart. I'm looking for the ones with the high pitcher BABIP. De Leon's really splitty, good bullpen guy. All right, let's take a natural. Let's take Bill Singer. All right, give me those Lady Baldwins and those other gold, really high-end pitchers. There's two gold pitchers. I think they're dead ball pitchers that both have the same first name that I always take. They're basic names. I can't remember who they are, but there's a couple gold pitchers that I'm always looking for. All right. No, I don't want Mr. Davis. Let's go with Placido as my second baseman and no. Not today, Jackie. Do I go with the Blue Jay? Tom Candiotti. Probably be my number 5 guy, but yeah, let's go Tom. Oh, Captain. Captain's going down with his ship, it sounds like. His draft went terribly wrong. Okay, I'm taking Gentry because I know he's a good bottom of the rotation guy. And here's the new Giancarlo Stanton card. Look at that power. Look at that power. Is this a new, definitely a gold floor? If there's ever kind of a gold floor tournament, this guy doesn't cost you anything in those gold floor cap tournaments because he's 80. Everyone's going to want this card. That card's going to sell well, I think. So let's take him. We're going power. Grizz drafted on OOTP Go. It crashed a lot, so you had to pick real quick. Yeah, you may run into that. All right, Nick York. I already got a second baseman, though. Darn it. Blue Moon Odom. I think you're okay. Oh, yeah. Look at this. Look at this. Stuff's a little weak, but he's a good number 5 guy, 4 or 5 guy. Blue Moon Odom. And I like to take Emilio. He was really good last year, and I like to take him because of this versatility. Look at this. 6 different positions, and he's got some speed and a good BABIP too. So maybe my good leadoff guy. George, what do you like? Nope. BABIP, I want at least 70. Pitcher BABIP. All right, so J.R. Richard, I think you're pretty decent, right? Yeah, you're splitty. What do we got? Mitchell. I better look things over. I don't have any catchers yet. Oh, I think Emil isn't bad. Not going to give up a lot of home runs. Ground ball pitcher. I've got 5 already, but I like to have at least one. I like to have 6 or 7 going into bronze. So here's my number 6 guy, and let's go Joe, you're pretty good, but I'm loaded up on first base. JR. Okay, I've got my 7 pitchers, 5 starters, 2 solid bullpen guys. Dave Concepcion. This looks like a new card. Here is another new tournament card, Iron. Pretty decent. Really good defense for an Iron. I think he's going to play in a lot of in silver. I think he's going to play in a lot of silver tournaments. Ezra, that is never a bad strategy. Yes, when those future legends come up, might as well go for them because they tend to do pretty good. All right, Dave. You're no Dave Bancroft, but you're a Cincinnati Red, and I'm hoping Gorgo Luck brings me some good output from you. Luis Castillo, what do I need here? I need some left field and center field. Okay, Jim. Yes, look at this. Look at that. You are a solid defender. You got some speed. Your eye's not very good, but at this point in the game, you're a really good center fielder. So I hope none of you got caught with just one catcher. Although this is best of 5, you can probably get away with it in the best of 5 a little easier. And okay, I've got 2 shortstops. This is my utility guy. Okay, Emilio, you are going to left field. And Hal or Lou as my DH. 69 range. Very nice, Lou. Hal, yeah, Hal, you're my DH. The Johnny Cash luggage tags are putting you to DH. All right, 6 catchers have been shown so far, so no rush. I'm going to take Rabbit as my backup shortstop. And Reggie in the outfield. I just like this. Everyone drafts their team and is like, I hate my team. Oh, this is gonna be quick and painful. I was like, and then one of you guys will win and go, oh, I didn't see that coming. Always, always assume the worst and hope for the best. That's the strategy here. Wilbur Wood. And oh man, I'm getting so many good first base choices. Okay, Roy, you're going to be a pinch hitter. Maybe when I get to Iron, Cobra can help me out here on the best Iron guys. Okay, what am I looking for? I'm looking for 2 catchers. And yeah, 2 catchers are my priority. This is where I like when Yogi Berra comes up because it shows him as a left fielder, but he can also catch. He's a sneaky guy to have as a second catcher. Well, I could take both of them in Iron because there will be 3 more that show. But why? Why? I'll have 3 to pick from. All right, backup center fielder. Just because of defense. Center field and shortstop, I like to have defense. I'll sacrifice some offense. And who else? Who else? Andy Van Slyke. How am I looking? I need another center fielder, which I got. All right, I'm going to take one of the catchers now. Just because I don't know what they're going to give me in Iron. All right, Cobra, here we go. I got to pick 5 of these guys. One has to be a catcher. 78, 47. All right, this one's for you, Cubs fan Steve. We are taking the Chicago Cub backup. And now I've got 8 pitchers. Best of 5, I like to go 11 pitchers, maybe 12. So I got 8. I need 3 more. Not Kennedy. Okay. Well, I'm only offered 3 pitchers, so I better take all 3. Sometimes, yeah, sometimes I leave I get stuck because I've had drafts where I've had just 2 or even 1 pitcher that I could pick from, and it's like, "Oh, no, I'm going into a tournament with 9 pitchers." And then, of course, we've got Tim Raines. Yeah, we gotta go Tim. Look at that. Look at that little pattern there. The reverse L. Okay, let's draft. Let's submit. And the tournament should start up probably in about 10 minutes. As I go on to other things, please don't put any spoilers in because I will come back to the tournament once in a while and check in. So if you happen to knock me out or advance to the next round, just please don't put spoilers in the chat. Let's leave it till we check in all together. All right, my pitchers sort by BABIP. Gentry. Oh, they got Blue Moon. Blue Moon, I'm having you come in for Candiotti. Because Blue Moon, you've got a really good pitcher BABIP. Blue Moon, Jessup. And J.R. Richard, you're coming in for Singer. Let's go. Yeah, I like that. And tournaments, usually, unless I have like a Mike Adams or a Joe Barry, usually I don't designate a stopper in tournaments, especially short tournaments. You do you, but usually I don't. I like to have a couple long relievers, one mop up, and a secondary Candiotti as a specialist. No, he's not that splitty. He doesn't need to be a specialist. Who's my biggest swing here? Singer? Yeah, Singer, you can be my specialist. All right, let's play around with the strategy. My stamina, I've got at 90 is my highest. Ouch. So I usually add between 10 and 15 for modern stem. So 90 makes this about 106. Gentry, I'm going to add, you're at 62, so I'm going to make you 76. Blue Moon, we're going to make you 99. Tanner, 93. I should have done one more pitcher. I think pitching is going to cost me because these guys don't have a lot of stamina. And JR, you're going to go 99. And my good friend Kidneys taught me that you should probably put your pitch count to whatever your highest guy is here. So my highest was 106. So that supposedly will ensure that your pitch counts actually work. So Emil should go to the 106 distance if I put 106 up there. My relief pitchers, I always like about 30. In my defensive subs with a 2-run or less lead. And I start pinch hitting in about the 6th. League, I still like 97. Some like 96. Like 71 for the relievers. So that they don't pitch when they're tired. 71 seems to be that magic number where a guy will not be forced into the game if he's not fully recovered. As I've heard many people say, it's better to have a lower level card at 100% pitch than a higher level card that's tired pitch. All right, quickly, let's do the lineup because I don't want any of you guys to knock me out. Giancarlo, you're hitting cleanup. Lou Gehrig, you're hitting third. Trotsky fifth. I like that. Babbitt, Chipper at the leadoff. No speed. So, Chipper, I'm going to put you 2. And I'm going to put Emilio. Yeah, I'm going to put Emilio up there. Emilio. Second in pitcher BABIP. And shortstop. They got Rabbit in at shortstop. Who is my other option? Oh, I guess Emilio. Yeah, that's good. Oh, Dave Concepcion, you're coming in. Why? See, that's why you got to double check because Rabbit, yeah, is better defensively, but his hitting sucks. Whereas Concepcion, really good hitting and still fairly good defense. Busby. Busby. Yeah, okay. You're an okay hitter. Got good defense. Trotsky at DH. Catcher. Good, good. All right. Let's look at versus righties. My power guys, Gehrig, Stanton, and Trotsky. Gehrig, I'm going to move you to number 4 here. Who's got the best eye? Gehrig's got the best eye. So I'm going to move you back up. Worst eye. Trotsky. Yep, I like that. Put Concepcion back in, who's a little bit better against lefties, but well-rounded. Let's try that. Chipper goes there. All right, checking the bench. And there we go. I always put if starter tired for all of them. Because hopefully my strategy settings, hopefully these settings here will kick in. So if one hitter hits like 94, then hopefully it'll go, okay, he is tired. So therefore, we're bringing this guy in, theoretically. Oh no, you joined the wrong league. Yeah, maybe some of you did because there are 2 different tournaments there. Okay, I think we are set. I think the team is all set up here. We're going to click on it and we'll take a peek around the league at all the teams that are entered and see who I'm faced up against in round 1. And then we'll leave it and we'll come back to it later in. All right, I am up against Vasherized. You and me, buddy. Vasherized has the first chance to knock Lap out. If he knocks Lap out, he gets 5 packs. Just like that. And then the winner of the tournament will get 5 packs too. So if Vasherized knocks me out, where's my team here? Where is it? Where is it? Over here. If he knocks me out and wins the tournament, then he wins 10 packs. So 5 packs to the bounty hunter winner and 5 packs to the game winner. If for some reason one of these 16 teams did not declare and they win, then those 5 packs will go to second place. If I win the tournament, then no bounty prize, and whoever comes second place will win 10 packs. So that's the way I'm going to do it. I'm not going to not give packs out. If I win the tournament, all 10 packs will go to second place. So good luck to everyone. Let's take a look at some of these teams. And let's start with the Ezra Denny Islanders, who picked Napoli. He's got the good Ty Cobb. This guy I'm not familiar with. Is he a new card? Decent. I'm no Charles or Your Kidneys or Izadaffel or all these other great modelers out there, but this might be a B card. Maybe a B minus. Oh, you got the gold Lou Gehrig. Good. Abandoned Bandits by Grisso Whistle. The Cool Papa Bell, Dick Allen. And your ace is Rube Curry. So you went with the oldies and the goodies. Don't see a lot of new cards here other than Cool Papa. You've also got Emilio, good choice. And I don't see a lot of other players that I've drafted here. A lot of build a lineup cards you went with. Excellent. Now, I'm not the Belleville Grackles. I don't know if this is a team that declared. Is Belleville in the house, run by the ball coach? Spotwood Poles. I would draft him too. Oh, you got James Wood. Here's the first James Wood and the second Mike Napoli. Oh, there's Outlaw Coach. Okay, excellent. Good. So probably the best catcher in the game. Arguably one of the top 5 best outfielders. Pitching though, Shields, Winter. Yeah, you went with some of those really good gold ones. I like Winter. Well, I'm Canadian, of course. I've got to like Winter. Shields, though, not a big fan of just because of that low pitcher BABIP. So you got you're here hitting and defense look really good. It's just going to come down to your pitching, I think. The Beltry buddies, D. Dempsey. Hope things are going well in the classroom. Gunnar Henderson, Jordan Walker. Wow, you've got a stacked outfield. Build a lineup, and then Tim Belcher. You're relying on Tim, Kyle Harrison, and DL Hall. So just like Ezra, you're going after a lot of these future legends. So good luck. Yeah, I think your hitting looks really good. Your pitching, we will see. Here's a new card. Which team is this? This is who I'm facing. I might have to face this guy twice. Left fielder, Splitty. He does better against right-handed pitchers. Okay, I better check my pitching now. Okay, he's going up against a lefty right off the bat. Whew. I don't even have many lefties that I can use, so that's going to be your advantage. Pitching, you've got Vida Blue, good choice. You've got some stacked pitching. I might get a few hits off you, but I don't think I'm going to get a lot of home runs. So you've really, my Giancarlo Stanton card, I think you've neutralized him pretty good. Although Giancarlo might hit one off of Vida. The Colorado Tommy Knockers, Chadwick 22. Glad I'm not playing you first game. Addy Joss. So you went high pitching early. Good defense with Steffens. You got Rudy York, Jeff Bagwell. Good. I'm seeing a lot of competitive teams. You guys are going to be tough. Here's our first Mickey Mantle. Mickey Mantle is in the tournament. Camp Vogel. Good to see you. Camp Vogel, I think, came across me on my YouTube channel and eventually, I think, made his way over to Twitch. Good to see you, Camp Vogel. You've got a James Wood, too. You guys are no pushovers here. You got a Blue Mood Odom. All right, let's check out I think Heath's team was up next. The Doc Ellis Day Trippers. Oh, cool, Neil. I love the new picture you got there. The new logo. Love it. Is that one of those AI ones that you put together. That's fantastic. I like the vibrancy of it. Lou Gehrig, David Cohn, Tamara Johnson, Lant Berkman. I've seen a few Nomo, so some of you are really high on Nomo. Just stolen art. Shh, shh, shh. Just art. I'll ignore the stolen part. So a lot of future legends, and of course, when you have Lou, you got a chance. All right, next up, EV's baseball. Who in the chat was EV's baseball? Del Amo Don. Name doesn't seem familiar. Yeah, good point, Ezra. I see what you did there. Good point. Monterre Don. Oh, okay, there we go. Monterre Don. Oh, is this a sneaky play or is this I didn't have any good choices? Willie Mays, the tournament edition. Future Legends. I'm seeing a lot of Lance Berkmans. You guys like that gold Lance Berkman? Yeah, Franks. The Franks are the one. Frank Smith and Frank Owen. If you're in tournaments and these guys pop up in gold, I like these guys. I mean, look at his home run and his pitcher BABIP all above 90. Stuff is a little weak, so that may cost you, but he's a ground ball pitcher. If you've got good defense, and he can pitch till his arm is off, 101 stamina. All right, Monterre Don, always a competitor. Nah Space. We will be going into the drive home show with Nah Space a little bit later on. Nah Space. Jackie, their first perfect Jackie. Now, if you had the choice of Jackie or Lou, that would be tough. Perfect Jackie or Lou because there's so many good first basemen that you can get later. But second baseman, left field, I don't know. Heath had that choice. Wow, Heath, you had a really good first round. I'd pick Lou just because of he's the best hitter in the game, according to the experts. But for all around player, like in a long tournament, if this was a 128 tournament or a 32 tournament even, I might go Jackie just because he's the better all around and more versatile. But I think in a short tournament, yeah, you might go Lou. So who are your pitchers here? Gold Sparky Lyle, Matt Moore, another good sneaky pitcher. Look at that stuff and look at that pitcher BABIP. I don't think I'm giving any secrets away, but when Matt Moore is an option, I take him all the time. Glenn Wright. I think there's a diamond tournament Glenn Wright that came out too. Oh, this isn't, I was thinking this was Heath's team. No, this is Naspace's team. Pitching, yeah, pitching. I'm a little skeptical on. We'll see. We'll see if your hitters can win you a couple. Of course, the Johnny Cash luggage tags, Mr. Audits. I always am afraid when I come up against Mr. Audit. I haven't come across him a lot in OOTP 24, but in 23, he was a force to be reckoned with. Our second Mickey Mantle. A lot of players like this Sox card. Good reason because he can play two positions really well, and you don't have to train him in a tournament. He's fully maxed out. Mediocres is, for someone that's been in the game a short period of time, mediocres is not mediocre. Vida Blue. Everyone making up their cheat sheet. Okay, who did Mr. Audit pick? Who are his sneaky plays? I like this picture as well. Good choice there. The gold, that's why I'm not so, unless it's an Addy Joss or a very top 5 pitcher in diamond or in perfect, I tend to leave most of my pitchers till gold because there's so many good ones that can serve the purpose. Frank Owens, Frank Smith, George Winters, Ali Reynolds, Matt Moore, a ton. Vida Blue. You could have 5 starters, really good starters, just from gold selections. IBDB, who last version of the game always was a contender in these tournaments. Willie Wells, yeah, this was the choice. I almost took Bregman too. That was my second card choice. Who did I take instead? Instead of Bregman, I took Chipper Jones. Yeah, I think you have to go Jones there. Slim Jones, again, another one of these really good gold pitchers. That's 7 already I've mentioned. Tom Candiotti, kind of a tear down, but serves a purpose. My favorite Blue Jay, batter of all time, Lloyd Mosby. All you need is Dave Stieb to finish the duo. All right, we have our first game result in, and we're not going to watch the whole tournament because I got other things I want to cover, but we'll take a look at the start of it. But I want to finish looking at the competition. 3 more teams, Andy and Sheffield. Here is the card I think a lot of people are going to be going after in tournaments. I think if you win one of these tournaments and he shows up, I think you have to take him. There are 1 or 2 really solid, perfect pitchers as well. I think Howie Poulet, and I can't remember the name of the other one, but I would be really tempted to take this guy here. Best defending shortstop in the game right now, I think. All around best defending shortstop. Vargas, you got a Sox as well. You're pitching, though, Nomo and Perez. 2 starters before Silver. We'll see, Andy, how you do there. Wedgwood, run by the Sea Shockers. I think this is Bluebird Silver. Our 3rd Mickey Mantle. So we have 3 Lou Gehrigs and 3 Mickey Mantles. And a ton of Vida Blues. Tim Hudson. You also went with the silver, new Dave Concepcion. And you went with the same second baseman I took. Seeing a lot of familiar names here. Great backup catcher. Even starter. I mean, if you're forced to use this guy as your starting catcher, no issues with that. And the last team we got to look at, the Southside Hitmen, Ozzy 7227. Went with, I think, correct me if I'm wrong, is this the only team that went with a starting pitcher with their perfect? Interesting choice there, Ozzy. Mind you, I don't know what else you had to choose from. Went with a high-end defensive center fielder. And then given some love to the Negro League players. And yeah, this is the catcher I always look for. Sometimes I'm forced to take Napoli first round because there's nothing else to choose from. But I'm always looking for the Bill Dickey gold because look at that defense. Look at that defense. And yeah, you took one of the Franks as your gold pitcher. I'm seeing a lot of the Ace Adams, as I should. Another bronze pitcher that if you see him, take him for a bronze. Look at that home run in BABIP. All right, let's look at the game 1 results. Remember, these are best of 5 all the way through. We've got baseball. We've got Oakers. We've got the Doc Ellis, the Crackles, the Hitmen, the Colorado Tommyknockers, Uh-oh, Vasherized. Game one goes to Johnny Cash. And the fair. I'll take the first game. Well, let me just very quickly look at ours. 4-2. So I took a 3-0 lead. You made it 3-2, Vasherized. And then I got one in the ninth. 7 1/3 innings by my starter. Sam McDowell takes the loss for you. Although their pitching line, very, very similar. Almost identical, except your pitcher gave up one more run. Hitting, Polanco, 2 for 5. Trotsky, 2 for 4. Bonifacio. Good card, guys, if you get him in silver. Very multi-purpose card. He went 3 for 4. And for some reason, it started Rabbit. Game, I did not tell you to start Rabbit. It did not take my lineup change. I'm scared to change it now. Well, we're putting Concepcion in. Sometimes the game does that. You hit submit and it reverts back to your other one. Okay, let's go like this and like this. I know I shouldn't change it. I should not change it. Good. Well, those of you with Garrick, how did your Garricks do in game one? Mine did not so good. 0 for 5. 0 for 5 for my Lou Gehrig. So, Lou, I'm shaking it up a little bit, moving you down to the number 4 spot. All right, we are going to leave that aside for now. Again, please don't put any spoilers in the chat. Just let me know when round is one. When round is one. When round one is done. It's a mouthful. When round one is done, just let me know in the chat, and then I'll come back and we'll take a look at it. And again, if you didn't get in today, guys, tomorrow we will be doing this again. Your chance to be the bounty hunter and take out the dog and to win some packs. All right, so where did we leave off? Oh, yes. Let's check out Twitter, OOTP Twitter. If you have a Twitter account, you can check them out as well. This is where they post all the latest news and latest LE cards. Late last week, the Lee Smith came out Friday or Saturday. Only 10 of these available. I looked at his numbers. He looks fairly dominant, but I wouldn't say he's a end game card. I think when we get the other well-known closers, I think they will surpass him. So not a card I would be chasing myself. There's only 10 of them. He'll help your team, but it's a closer, and we're going to get better closers down the line. He's not a Sandy Koufax huge game-changing card, in my opinion. Nothing else new there. Congratulations to the Piscotti Doesn't Know Perfect Team Champions. Last night, Dish had the World Series on, and man, I feel bad for my neighbor in Ottawa, the Ottawa Hammerheads. Canada had a 3-0 lead, and then Piscotti came out of nowhere, as often happens in OOTP with the reverse sweeps, and came back to win 4 in a row to take it in 7 games. So Piscotti, congratulations. That's got to be a sweet victory when you're 3-0 down and in perfect league, winning 4 in a row. Rarely happens that you win 4 in a row in league play, and you won 4 in a row in the finals. And Grizz says that they beat you out. Yeah, Piscotti is a name you see a lot in the higher levels. And that's how you lost your I know. It shouldn't happen as often as it does. I don't know how many times in real life baseball. I know it hasn't happened much in hockey. In hockey playoffs, when a team is down 3-0, it's happened maybe 5 to 10 times in history that a team has come back. We've seen that in one season in playoffs. So yeah, it does happen. You got to be on top of things, and you can't be too confident when you have a 3-0 lead. You still have to manage your lineup properly. Sometimes if you have a 3-0 lead, it's almost worth it to throw game 4, not throw on purpose, but to put in your weaker players and rest up all your big guns so they don't get continually more and more tired as the series goes on. Like, I'm willing to give up game 4 to have a well rested lineup. All right, let's check out chat. I haven't seen the chat here a little bit. All right, so people talking about their game 1 loss or the game 1 victory. Heath says that his Gehrig went 3 for 5 with 2 home runs. Heath, where do you have your Gehrig hitting? Do you have him hitting third, or do you have him hitting fourth, or even second? 12th inning blowout. Ouch. Not only do you lose, but yeah, your players get tired. Solid gold picks all the way. Yep. I think the key to winning these tournaments is your gold rounds. I really do think. Obviously, your perfect card, but your gold rounds, very, very key. All right. Yeah, there is 2 tournaments with the same ID. If you're talking about the quick drafts that we just participated in, one though is labeled ID 1, one's labeled ID 2. But you may be talking about something else. All right, what else do we have to talk about? OOTP Go. If you did not hear the news, you can now put together your PT live teams on OOTP Go. You weren't able to do that prior to last week. Now you can. Haven't tried it yet. I don't know how smooth it is, but you can set your live lineups on your phone, on your tablet. And just coming out this morning, Rich Grisham interview, the Lou Gehrig, the fundraising, MLB 9 innings, and Rich Grisham. You can find that interview on their second Twitter account right there. So if you want to listen to Rich Grisham talk about the Lou Gehrig fundraising activity, that was put up an hour ago. 2 other LE cards that came out over the weekend or on Friday, Ken Phelps and a gold Jay Buhner. I picked up a Buhner just for my gold tournaments. He looked good. I spent, I think, 20,000 on him. I know. It's a lot to spend on a gold card. But I play gold tournaments, and I feel that if he can help me win 10 tournaments, then I've made that money back. So Jay Buhner and Ken Phelps. I'm not a silver tournament guy. I don't know how this card plays. It's a Yankee, probably not very good. Ooh, sorry, Yankee fans. And did you guys qualify? GT pulled a Ken Phelps. Here it's time to brag. Did you guys qualify for any of the 10 tournament PTCS on Saturday? I qualified for the Perfect Team Daily, and on one account, I qualified for the weekly Perfect Team. So I am in 3 of them. Heath, congratulations. You got in 5? Wow. All you got to do is make it in. I mean, there are really good perfect team players, tournament players. I don't expect to do well. I won a John Smoltz. I finished from 9 to 16 last month and got a John Smoltz. I know Randy Johnson, Jimmy Fox, Jimmy Fox, I think, may be the card. It'd be interesting to see how many want to finish from, what is it, fifth to eighth to get that Jimmy Fox card. That is happening on Saturday. It should already be in your system. So if you notice a tournament on your screen, you have qualified. I tried for the bronze, I tried for the gold, didn't quite make it. So I don't know if I'm going to continue these next month. It's so much spamming and effort. I think I might just stick to the small quick tournaments and try and win the diamond packs. Because if I can win 2, 4, 6, 8 diamond packs rather than grind away at getting the snot beat out of me in these tournaments here, then those diamond packs can be pretty handy, I think. So I think I'm going to cut back on my PTCS involvement. There's so many good players like to win one of these, and the micromanaging that you probably have to do on that day, and I'm not always around on Saturday, so yeah, I think I'm going to cut back and enter a lot more of the quicks. Andy got an alt in bronze daily. Know what you mean about the daily grind? I opted out a bit this month. Yeah. He's saying not going to go as hard this month. I mean, don't get me wrong. You still get the tournament cards, the choice packs. What I've seen, I don't think there's a lot of really, really high quality silver and gold this round. I think there's some really top end cards in the perfect and in the diamond. Maybe 3 or 4 perfects, maybe 8 diamond cards that are really good. But yeah, I don't know. I might play in one once in a while. I might play the weekly ones because those are the only ones that you get the perfect card. If I'm going to play them, I might as well go for the perfect card, right? High diamonds and low diamonds. I don't know if it's worth the grind. So we'll see. We'll see. But I'm definitely going to cut back because I'm not skilled enough. I don't know tournament play. Plus the fact that you grind away for 3 weeks and then you find out the format. And especially in the traditionals, not a big deal if you're in the perfect drafts, but in the traditionals, if you grind away with a certain team and it's successful, and then they put some sort of format that you don't have a lot of experience in, like cap tournaments, then it kind of is like, now you're at square one. You've got to come up with a team for a format you haven't played a lot in. So that's why I don't play the traditionals, because you never know what the final tournament's going to be. And join us on Thursday for the Hawk Report. Charles and I will be back on Thursday breaking down the latest cards. Hopefully, we'll get a teaser tomorrow. There is no EVC Guess the Set contest this week. EVC is on the road. He will not be doing a Guess the Set on Wednesday. So he'll be on tonight at 10 p.m. Eastern, and he'll be back on Friday for his regular show as well. So just wanted to pass that along for those of you that aren't in the EVC Discord. No show Wednesday and a late show this evening. All right, the weather. It is a beautiful 19 degrees, 66 degrees Celsius up here in Edmonton. Let's see if we've broken the 100 Fahrenheit barrier yet. No. No one's at 100 in the Americas. Phoenix at 93. A lot of people probably in their pools today. Miami at 90. I Rock This is at an 88. Hope the cats are keeping cool in Kansas City, 88 degrees. And I think Naspace is around Kansas as well. Hope you're keeping cool there. Cold spots, Resolute Bay, 30 degrees Celsius, and snow in Grease Fjord. Snow in Grease Fjord, 30 degrees. Our favorite little place here, Eureka, way up north, is at 36. And Edmonton on the list. Where is Edmonton today? They should be about halfway. Here we are. Yes, about 63 degrees. Same temperature as Tijuana. Would you rather be in Edmonton or Tijuana? They're both the same temperature. Just one has a few more beaches. I know some of you have asked me privately in the chat if I'm affected by or in the Discord, if I'm affected by the wildfires. Thank you for asking and the concern. Just a quick little update. There are 64 active wildfires currently in my province. Again, I'm around the Edmonton region where there's not a lot of wildfire activity. Most are to the northwest. And again, at one point, we were at a high in the 90s. So the wildfires are coming down a bit. And in terms of the smoke, you guys are not getting a lot of smoke now from these fires, other than maybe a little bit in Western USA. Most of the smoke is heading towards Canada's east. However, there have been a lot of new fires in Eastern Canada. Nova Scotia, Halifax was pretty much evacuated, parts of Halifax. Fortunately, it's under control right now. If you're getting smoke, it's not from Alberta. If you're in New York, if you're in Pennsylvania, Columbus, Indianapolis, even maybe in the Chicago area, you may be getting smoke from the fires in Quebec that broke out over the weekend. So, Alberta, you're not getting many of those fires. Those are going up north, the smoke. Chadwick in Denver. Oh, so you and Sean Sultan are both in the Denver area. Okay. Yeah, I know a couple weeks ago you guys were getting a lot of our fire smoke. How can we sleep when Canada is burning? I'm sure there's a good song about things burning. I think there's a song from the 80s about everything burning. Something about when our house is burning? Come on, all you music experts. What band am I thinking of there? Midnight Oil, Hero Driver with the save. Comes in to close it out right. Yeah, that's the song I remember. Very, very good. All right. We got to talk about what day it is across this wonderful world of ours. Are you guys veggie burger fans? I am not. I don't eat a lot of beef burgers, but I'm not really a veggie burger fan. I don't know. I just haven't acquired the taste for it, but it is National Veggie Burger Day. If you enjoy them, go celebrate them. And here's a cookie I'm not really a fan of either. It's not really my day today. I'm not really a gingerbread fan. Don't like gingerbread cookies. Don't like gingerbread houses, unless you're making them. But gingerbread's been around way back since Elizabeth I. Andy will have to verify that. Way back with Elizabeth I, 1600s. When people used to grate pieces of stale bread, they'd mix them with spices and honey to create a sweet treat. Once ginger was added, gingerbread began its use. There you go. I learned something new every day. Gingerbread came from poor people grating up their old stale bread, put in a few spices and honey, and eventually adding ginger. The more you know. It is also, although I don't agree with this one either, National Thank God It's Monday Day. Seriously, how many people have you ever heard say, "Thank God it's Monday"? Woo! It's not something I hear commonly around Edmonton. I guess if you work in a career where you get Monday and Tuesday off, then you might celebrate today. And here's one I'm curious. Captain, don't you dare. No laptop memes. Absolutely not. At least without 3 or 4 takes. Have any of you ever been in a hot air balloon? This is one I wanted to ask you guys today. I have never been in a hot air balloon. I think I would. I think if given the chance, I would, but it's not something you see around Edmonton a lot. Tell me, have you been in a hot air balloon And is it worth the price that you pay? Yeah, these days aren't too good for me. Gingerbread, veggie burgers, and thank God it's Monday. June 5th is not kind to the dog today. $25, you wouldn't pay more than $25. I don't know what the going rate is because again, they're not offered in my area. Max near. High five there, Max. I'm with you. I'm with you. I can say thank God it's Monday. Thank God it's Tuesday. Thank God it's Wednesday. Yeah, I do that for every when you're retired, you can do that for every day of the week. I'm sure Gorgo's probably doing the dance right now. Thank God it's Monday. In fact, for retired people, they probably would celebrate it, right? Because they don't have to get up like usual. When I was teaching, the alarm goes off at 6 a.m. Brush your teeth, take a shower, get your tie on, drive an hour. I had to drive an hour to work. Yeah. Thank God it's Monday. I might get to enjoy that a little more. There's a hot air. Yeah, I think this is more of a European thing, right? Hot air balloons. Whenever I see, hot air balloons, I think of Britain and the UK and Europe. Andy, Andy, are you here? Have you been in a hot air balloon? Older people appreciate every day. Yeah, you got it, Cobra. Yeah, we just the fact that we can get out of bed in the morning, we appreciate it. There should be a day celebrate being able to get out of bed day. Chadwick knows his Canadian music. Taking care of business. Yeah, Bachman, BTO, even Cobra. I'm betting Cobra is a big BTO fan. He better be. That's one of the iconic rock bands of Canada with Mr. Cummings. So the US has some of them as well? Okay. Nope. Andy has not been in a. Well, if you ever do get up in one, Andy, make sure you let us know. Apparently, don't pay over $25. And I have to tell you a PT, a perfect draft story. Did you guys get into the spotlight packs? We opened a couple on stream on the Hawk Report with Charles, and I got a Jordan Walker. So when EVC came on after I was on, and he had his guess the card contest, he didn't do too well that day. He didn't pull any perfects, no historical, no live perfects. And I thought, EVC, I'm gonna I'm gonna I'm gonna buy a couple spotlight packs too, because he bought one or two, and I thought I'm gonna buy one. And lo and behold, in one of the three packs I bought, this came up. And I'm like, wait a minute. I looked at it real carefully and I saw 45, 48, 45, 42, and 66. And immediately I went to my math guy and I said, Charles, Warbot, does this automatically mean I've got a historical new perfect? Because right in the spotlight, it has to be silver or better from the new sets. So that's Future Legends, that's the Speedsters, that's Lou Gehrig, and I think that's it. I think it's just from those three because it doesn't include the Negro League sets. That was before. And Charles is like, yeah, Lap, this is guaranteed one of five cards. It has to be either Gunnar Henderson, Kenny Lofton, Lou Gehrig, who were the other two perfects? Bert Blyleven, or there's one other perfect, new perfect. So it had to be one of those five. And I'm telling you guys, I left it for a good half hour and just continued to watch EVC stream. I literally, I don't think I've been as nervous opening a card or turning a card as that day on Friday. Perez, that was the other one. Yeah. Blyleven, Perez, Lofton, um, Henderson, or Garrick. Had to be one of those five. So I'm chatting with Charles and go, okay, Charles, rank them for me. Who would be the best guy to worst guy? And of course, Lou would be the best guy to get. So I'm waiting and waiting and waiting and figured, you know what? I'm gonna record a few seconds here. So here I am recording a few seconds, and yeah, I look a little disheveled in my Oilers hat. And just to prove that it was while EVC was opening his packs, I switched over to his stream. So here is me about to turn my perfect card. And yes, I've got the point, D King and Mr. Ree. I've got the point. There's EVC. He's streaming. He's going through his theme team stuff and opening packs along the way. And the moment of truth, I've got a 20% chance of getting Lou Gehrig. I even put up the L, not for loser, but for Lou. Here it is. I flip it over, and it is not Lou Gehrig. And then I realized, well, it still was synchronicity. I put up the L. I went L, and I didn't think, well, that's also for Lofton. So I got my wish when I put up the L. Yeah, it was a fun moment. I pulled that Kenny Lofton card, and I'm when the spotlight packs come out, I'm still going to buy a couple. I saw in the fire polls a lot of people did pull Lou, but I'm not going to go crazy with them. I'm not going to spend hundreds of thousands of perfect points. I'll try maybe 3 or 4, and yeah, it'll be interesting because Lou should be part of the spotlight packs for probably the next 2 or 3 weeks. I'm sure probably which one? Probably the Future Legends will drop off this week, and it'll be Speedsters, Gehrig, and then whatever this week's set's going to be. If they do the most 3 recent weeks. So I don't know. And you know what's cool is this is the same my Gladiator team where I just happened to pull that Eddie Matthews card. So I've got Eddie Matthews and Kenny Lofton on my Gladiators who I haven't touched in 3 weeks other than opening a few packs here and there. That's it. So that's my strategy. Just slowly build, get some of these really good cards and build to a point where I can put more effort and be competitive. I think if I had my choice, Lou would have been one. I think Gunner would have been my second choice. Third, probably Perez. And then Lofton and Blyleven, 4 and 5. But hey, I'm not going to complain. I got a historical. It was fun opening it. And it was fun realizing that I knew I was going to get one of those 5 cards. That was my mistake. Yeah, I should have, instead of making the L, I should have come up with a, there we go. Because I don't think any other card would have qualified then. All right, theme teams. Since Monday is usually theme teams, and EVC will be on tonight at 10 p.m. Eastern. I've got one theme team currently running, one that's active. It is the Dave Steeb Super 7 All-Stars. They've got a Stone Championship, but they're in iron and they are deadlocked. There's nothing they can do. The only 2 cards that would help me are 2 cards tough to get. That is the Carl Yastrzemski Perfect Team Championship card and the Daryl Evans Limited card. I did pick up a Burt Blyleven for 133,000, I think. I put a buy order in. No, it was 128,000. I put a buy order in and someone filled it. And remember on EVC stream when he pulled Burt Blyleven, he sold them for like 270. So within 4 or 5 days, I had a buy order of 128 filled on Burt Blyleven. Don't be afraid to put in lowish buy orders because sometimes people will take it because they want the perfect points. My guess, because I got it about 2 hours before the spotlight packs disappeared, my guess, someone had Blyleven, they weren't likely to play him. They wanted spotlight packs to pull the Lou, so they undersold it to me for 128. Yep, people get in a rush. And I thought that, you know what? It's good timing. I'm going to put in a low buy order for my Dave Steeb team. If I get him, I get him. If I don't, I don't. I don't think he's a meta card. I don't think he's going to last the whole game, but he's going to improve my team short term. Johnny Cash luggage tags. This was the team that I announced on the 100 stream last week. And I'm hoping you guys, as we do this every week or so, you guys help me out. Help me put together. I want this to be my stream team, my stream theme team. There we go. Help me, because there were 92 places in this song. And I can either use the place name for a birth city of a player or for a place that that player played their professional career in. And I found it a cool article that there is someone in the United States that actually went to all 92 places. Man visits all 92 places in Johnny Cash's I've Been Everywhere, which isn't an original Johnny Cash song. Does anyone know who first sang I've Been Everywhere? And it wasn't EVC and it wasn't me. We are the least choices to sing this song. It was a guy named Hank Snow, I believe. Someone that my mother listened to a lot. Hank Snow was the first to sing it. So yeah, I'm going to need your help a little bit because there are 4 verses, and in these 4 verses, 92 different place names. And obviously it's too overwhelming to try and go through all 92 at once. So maybe today for a little bit, and then we'll get back to the tournament. Maybe today we'll look at this first verse. He was the headliner and Elvis was the opener? No way. That must have been back in Elvis when he was just starting out, mid 50s. Your brain, my brain, edit it so it makes sense. And they have to be non-live, right? Good point, because I am only taking players that played the game between 1932 and 2003. That was the time that Johnny Cash was alive. So that does narrow me down a little bit. That is what? That's 80, no, 70, 68, 71. 71 years that I have to play with. So what I've done very poorly is I've put together a spreadsheet here. And for right now, all I've done is I've put in the first verse. The place names of the first verse. All the red ones are MLB team names. So again, I could have a player from that team, or I could have a player born in Chicago. And again, I can change these around, obviously, as the season goes on. But what I'm looking for is players to target, players in the game now that I can kind of target for my starting 26. So 92 place names, 26 players, which, again, is going to be a tough feat. So today I'm just going to go through the first 4 or 5. Reno, Chicago, Fargo, Minnesota. So I want you guys to help me out. And then off screen, if you guys, have time and want to kind of look into it And heck, we'll do Sarasota, right, D King? We got to do Sarasota. So the best place to look at on Google is one of the baseball reference sites, and maybe StatHead, plugging StatHead. Maybe StatHead has this option too. But currently, right now, I'm not a StatHead subscriber. So I am using, which site have I found here? Where is it? I found a site that, there it is, Baseball Almanac, which again is a free site where it shows a breakdown of all the different states and players born in that state. So first one is Reno. So click on Nevada and click born in. And not many players have been born in Reno, Nevada. And they have to be, again, 2003 or earlier. And Rob Ritchie isn't in the game. And John Gamble isn't in the game. The only player in the game right now is Nate Schierholtz, but he doesn't qualify because that was a few years after Johnny Cash passed away. So Reno, Nevada, boom, we can cross off the list. No one from Reno. Another one for birthplace would be Fargo. Fargo, North Carolina. Now, I don't know if any, or North Dakota. So only 4 players have been born in Fargo. Gary Serum, Eric Swanson, Seth Rosen, and Chris Costi. The only one that would qualify is Gary Serum, and I don't think he's in the game. So Fargo, North Carolina doesn't qualify. Or sorry, geez. All you American states have all these North Dakota. Sorry, North Dakota. Yes, I've been to North Dakota, Bismarck, and few places up there because I used to live in Saskatchewan as a young child. So yes, my apologies. Not North Carolina, North Dakota. So that brings us to Chicago. Now, thinking long term here, Chicago. I can pick a Cub and I can pick a White Sox, or I can pick someone born in Chicago. So let's go to Illinois, and there's probably going to be a ton of them. So yeah, I've got Wally Pipp, Ed Plank, and I'm looking for the name players because those are ultimately the guys that you want. Someone you're familiar with. Jim O'Toole, Heine Reitz, Brago Roth. There's a cool name, Bugs Raymond. We've got Kirby Puckett. Okay, so we have Kirby Puckett. Denny McLean. It's so funny that he's saying Dakota, and reminds me of a funny situation when the beta game came out, and I was looking all around for, I think it was missions or something, and I wasn't looking at the chat like I sometimes don't. And Heath is like, it's in this menu. Go to the missions, collect missions. And I'm like, where is this? Where are all these players? And he's like putting in all caps letters, and someone screenshotted that, and I still have that screenshot. Yeah, that's, if I'm not going silent films, sometimes I'm missing the obvious. But yeah, look at all these Chicago players. Look at all these players born in Chicago. So I'm going to have no problem either picking a Cub or a White Sox or 2 players born in Chicago. Cliff Floyd. Yeah, there's tons. I'm only in the H's. Ricky Henderson. Hey, okay. Well, I think, right, long term, Ricky Henderson has to be one of the Chicago. Got to be. Born in Chicago. Yeah, after that, unless I'm missing someone that I scrolled through a little too quickly, unless we're missing like a high-end player. Yeah, don't really see any of the big ones. Charlie Comiskey, of course, from Chicago. Fred Lynn. Okay, so Fred Lynn was from Chicago too. George Hollis. So if I had to kind of pick two now, we're at Henderson for sure. Fred Lynn, if we have a good Fred Lynn card. Lonnie Smith. Or, I could just say Frank Thomas because Frank Thomas was a Chicago White Sox. So there's not going to be any issue there picking one of those. And let's take a look at Florida, Sarasota, D King. Do I have many to choose from Sarasota? A lot of Florida born players. And I've got a page here. Dalton Guthrie, Ian Desmond. Okay, so Ian Desmond, I don't think he qualifies. I think he was after Johnny Cash passed away. Carl Taylor, though. Carl Taylor does qualify. Bob Hale sounds familiar. So there you go. Yeah, D King, you found one. Carl Taylor. So yeah, if you guys have, some spare time, some evening or some weekend, pull up the Johnny Cash song. And I'm kind of just working on the first verse now, and I want to be able to, go and fill out this sheet. So obviously Ricky Henderson is a possibility. Fargo, there were none. Reno, there were none. And Sarasota, Taylor. So it should be easy going through the smaller places and hopefully finding a gem there at some point. And obviously going to be really easy, like with Toronto. I can pick anyone that I could put, as a placeholder, Dave Steve, even though it's probably going to end up being Peter Clemens. Or I could put Ricky Henderson there because he played in Toronto while Johnny Cash was alive. So I could put Ricky Henderson and then I could use my Chicago spot for someone else. So there's a lot of flexibility in who I can put where. But if you guys ever come across a player that only really fits one place, like Joe Smith, only fits with Amarillo, then let me know because then I can lock him in at that spot. Oh, really? Panama is Mariano Rivera? Because New York is not mentioned in the song. So I cannot just say pick a New York baseball Yankee or a Met because New York is not mentioned. So Panama, Rivera, and Carew. Well, Rivera only played with the Yankees, right? So I'd have to slot him in there if he only played with the Yankees. Rod Carew, I could probably fit other places. And Oklahoma, I think Wildcat, if you're here, you are here. Mickey Mantle, right? Mickey's definitely one of them, but there's also Bench. You told me Johnny Bench is from there. So, I mean, those are some high end guys. Oh, Warren Spahn, too. But again, maybe Mickey Mantle. I mean, he was a Yankee his whole life. So I might have to lock Mickey in here, just like I locked Rivera in, because they only played in New York. So I have to go with their birthplace. Johnny Bench. Maybe I can find another place for him. Warren Spahn, maybe find another place. Joe Carter for Oklahoma. Yeah, I think. I think though. I mean, Wildcat, you're the expert. Is Mickey the only place in this song that he fits? Is Oklahoma the only place? If New York is not mentioned, did Mickey Mantle play professional baseball anywhere else? If the answer is no, then I have to put Mickey for Oklahoma. Dr. D, good to see you in the chat here. Dr. D is here. So if I look at another small area here, like Tulsa, someone mentioned Tulsa. Anyone from Tulsa? Let's close this one out. And that's why, yeah, I'm really hoping you guys can help out here with I've been everywhere and finding some of these players that I might miss. So if we go to, which isn't Tulsa in Oklahoma? So I get 2 from the state of Oklahoma. Tulsa. All right, what do we got? We've got Dallas Keuchel, who again could use Tommy Hansen, although Keuchel, his age might not qualify. 2012. Yeah, no, he did not pitch when Johnny Cash was alive. Neither did Dylan Bundy. Tyler Wells, nope. Cade Cavalli, got some good young guys from Tulsa. Matt Calvert would qualify. Bobby Cox. Again, we're not probably going to get a high end Bobby Cox. He can be the manager, Bobby Cox. Don't see any other big names here from Tulsa. So yeah, Tulsa might be one we have to write off too. Um, yeah, Captain, that's a good question. I don't know if I want to open the door to minor league teams. I think I'm going to stick to birthplace or MLB team that they played with. Just because minor leagues, you could, you could open up, you could double the amount of players that qualify. And I do want to have a little bit of a challenge. So I don't think Tulsa is going to work. Ottawa. So Canada, do we have a Canadian, someone born in Ottawa? I don't know. Winslow. We'll do a couple more. We'll do Winslow and we'll do Wichita. Where's Winslow, guys? Winslow, what? Winslow, Vermont? I don't know. Arizona. Okay. Woo. Thank you. Let's go to Winslow. And no one born in Winslow. I can't believe it. No major league player was born in Winslow. Route 66. Okay. And the other one I said I was going to check was Wichita. All right. Where's Wichita? Is that Oklahoma? Wichita, Arkansas? You guys laugh all you want at my not knowing some of these American cities. Kansas. Okay. Wichita, Kansas. American geography quiz coming soon to a stream near you. Wichita. All right. Yeah, we got a lot. We got quite a few from Wichita. Blake. I can't choose Blake. He did not play. Jeff Farnsworth. Darn you, EVC. Darn you for getting me involved in another theme team. Chris Dingman. Yeah, Wichita. No one high end anyway. Don Locke is my best bet. Don Locke. Yeah. A decent career, but he's probably not going to be anything higher than a silver, maybe bronze. Not much help with Don Locke. Well, at least that helps me cross off a few more off my list here. So from 92, I think, guys, we're down to about 85. None from Reno, none from Fargo, none from Winslow, Arizona, none from Wichita. And I don't think we saw anyone from Tulsa, did we? Don't think there were any high-end Tulsa guys. So still a lot of flexibility with Chicago, Minnesota, with the Twins, lots of flexibility with the Twins. And with, it is Wichita, Kansas. We'll do one more because it should be a little easier. Let's check on Buffalo. Players born in Buffalo. Buffalo, New York, right? New York, Buffalo. Only one T? Oh, I spelt it wrong. Buffalo. Geez, Johnny, you should have put Brooklyn in there. Lots of Brooklyn. Tons of Brooklyn. Okay, Buffalo. Buddy Rosar, who's always a really good defensive catcher. Don't know if he's in this year's version of the game, but I could take Buddy in a pinch. Monk Sherlock. Of course, I would love to have Seagreist, but he did not pitch when Johnny was alive. He's one of the better relievers in the game. There we go, Warren Spahn. So he's got to be my Buffalo guy. Warren Spahn, what a find. Scrappy Carroll. Who else? Mark Guthrie is not Warren Spahn. Oral Hershiser. Babe Herman. I think there's a Diamond Babe in the game. Mickey? Is that Mickey Cochran? Did I miss Mickey Cochran? Oh, yeah. Oh, Corin. 1882. Let's take a look at this guy. Oh, yeah. I think we got him confused with Mickey Cochran. Here's a guy that played with the Reds, 14 games. He had 10 hits. Yeah. All right. So for Buffalo, we are going to put Warren Spahn. Because Mickey Mantle is tied into Oklahoma. So no T in Wichita. There we go. I think we got that covered. Okay, well, thanks guys for helping out here. Like I said, if you find some other players from any of these other place names that might be a little handy, some should be easy. Rivera from Panama, Mattawa Probably not going to find anything there. La Paloma, Bangor, Maine. Probably not. Oh, we got to check. We got to check Maine. Got to give Maine some love. Thanks again for tuning in. Thank you, Gristle Whistle. Gristle with the resub. Thank you so much, Gristle Whistle, for hanging around and bearing with my lack of American geography. All right, where are we going? Oh, yeah, we're going to Bangor, Maine. 77 players born in Bangor. And 77 born in Maine, 5 born in Bangor. Matt Kinney, Jack Sherratt, Pat O'Connell, Bobby Messenger, and look at this guy. 1877. But that's Belfast. Live Oak Taylor. Never heard of this guy before. Live Oak Taylor. And that's probably why, because he only played a handful of games. Finished with a career average of 219. I don't think we'll see Live Oak Taylor in the game. All right, so Bangor, Maine, none. No spawn in the game yet. I can wait. I will absolutely wait. I'll with 92 place names, I should be able to find a lot of low-level guys that I can fill in for now, and not going to enter it in theme team yet until I have a full lineup of 26 players. So right now I've got 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'm still a ways away from getting this in. All right. Don Locke is a bronze. Where was Chadwick? Where was Don Locke from again? Which of those cities? Was he Wichita or was he Winslow? Can check him up a little bit later. And let's go check in on the tournament. Yeah. Let's go check that out. Oh, there's also Bangor in Kentucky. Yeah, I guess if I'm ever desperate to find more players, I can look for duplicate city names. Okay, let's go back to our tournament, see if anyone has knocked me out here. Okie dokie. My clock is still a running, so it must mean I'm still in the game somehow. Let's go check out the playoffs. In round 1, the Bandits defeat Eves Baseball 3-2, taking game 5 3-2. What a heartbreaker there. A close series between the Bandits and between Eves Baseball. The Mediocres, Mr. Audit takes out Naspace 3-1. Also, Doc Ellis takes out Beltray 3-1. Hank Lieber, the MVP. So in the first series, the MVP was Cool Papa Bell. There you go. Your first round pick paid off in that MVP for the Bandits. For the Mediocres, it was Diego Cartella, MVP. Hank Lieber. Bellevue wins the series 3-1 over the Islanders. James Wood, MVP. Southside Hitmen sweep the Whomping Willows. Al Rosen, third baseman, MVP. Colorado Tommyknockers take out the Sheffield Pubgoers. Oh, yeah, that was that blowout game. 12 innings in game 1. 7 runs. Oh, Andy. So sorry. 7 runs, and that must have depleted your bullpen. Not too bad. Well, yeah, 6 guys had to pitch. Who got rocked there? It was this guy. Do not draft this guy. Anthony Swarzak got rocked. Johnny Cash luggage tags took out Vasherized 3 games to 2. Jim Busby was the MVP, my center fielder. 438. He's hitting 438. And in the last series, it was the fair IBDB taking out the Cornville 87s with Willie Wells as the playoff MVP. Moving to the quarterfinals, Mediocres and the Bandits are tied at 1 game apiece. Doc Ellis is up 2 games to 0. 1-1 between the Hitmen and the Tommyknockers. And in the Bounty game, Puyallup Fair is 1 win away from taking 5 packs and knocking out the Hound. Taking out 5 packs. Yes, you called it. I didn't call it. You called it. Reverse sweep coming. So we've got Peralta, 74 Peralta going up against Blue Moon Odom, who lost his first game, not pitching very well. Is anyone rested? Anyone rested? Okay, J.R. Richard. Who do I feel more comfortable with, Odom or Richard? Come on, chat. Help me, help you, right? You want me to win so that the winner of the tournament gets 10 packs if they knock me out in the finals. Help me, help you. Who do you start? Both silver pitchers. You got to go with Blue Moon, I think. Ground ball pitcher. Home run BABIP. Yeah, you got to go with Blue Moon. Well, we've got a couple minutes before the game comes in, so I'm going to hang around on this screen for a couple minutes to see if we have our first bounty winner of OOTP 24. Down to 8 teams. Let's look at the statistics. What's going on with some of these players? The Dink is the number 1 hitter right now at 625. Only 8 at bats. So Mr. Audit, nicely done choosing the Dink in the bronze round. James Wood has the highest WAR rate now. The Belleville Crackles, the MVP of the first round with the highest WAR, tied with Mr. Adam Lind. So didn't get EV past the first round, but had a great series. How about our pitchers? Yep. Vida Blue, 2-0 for the Mediocres. Bradley, 2-0 for the Tommyknockers. WAR-wise, what are we looking at? The only perfect pitcher taken this tournament by the Southside Hitmen, Mickey Lolich. 2-0 with a, what's he got? A 0.5 ERA. Good choice. Good pick for the Hitmen. Oh, Camp, you got one of those. Yeah, let's take a look at how the Loos are doing. I'm very curious how the Loos are doing. My Lou Gehrig hitting 286. Not bad, but I'm going to move going to move him. I'm going to move him. Let's just say I'm going to move him to number 2. Let's get him more at bats. Yeah, let's do that. Lou, you're hitting number 2 just before the sim comes in. Who else had Lou? Doc Ellis. Hitting 280, so about the same that mine's hitting. Maybe if we get to a game 5, maybe I'll rest him. Maybe. And who was the third Lou? We've got an 86 and there's mine, slugging 381, OPS of 780. There's Doc Ellis, doing much better. Oh, I don't think we only have 2, I think. Yeah, we only have 2. We've got 1 gold who's hitting 400. So there you go, perfect Lou. Your counterpart in gold is hitting 400 with a 533 slugging percentage. Yikes. All right. What do you think? What do you think, Fair? What do we got? Oh, yeah. Reverse sweep coming. A 2-1 Johnny Cash luggage tag victory over the Fair. Whew. Blue Moon Odom goes 8 innings, giving up 1 earned run, 7 hits. What a game by Blue Moon. Peralta only went 5 1/3. All right. The bounty is still on. Lou Gehrig went 1 for 2. Giancarlo Stanton 2 for 4, including a home run in the 3rd inning. There we go. So the Lou's are doing all 3 Lou's are doing really well. Mickey Lolich doing really well. And the next pitching matchup, let's see if any of the other quarterfinals came to an end. Mediocres, 1 game away. Day Trippers, congratulations, Heath. Only lost 1 game in round 1 and swept. Belleville in round 2, Lance Berkman. Look at this. 318 average, 516 OBP, 636 slugging, 86 Berkman. No wonder a lot of you guys took Berkman. Looks pretty good. Including a 15-9 win. The Hitmen go up 2 games to 1, and of course, I am still hanging on. So let's go open some packs. Let's see if I can pull some cards for the Johnny Cash luggage team. Don't know again, haven't gone through all the cities, but I'm sure if I pull a perfect card, it will fit somewhere. Don't know if any of the Negro League, many of them will play. Yeah, there will. Johnny Cash, 1932. So yeah, should be able to get a few of them in there. All right, let's open some packs. Let's do this. Been a while since I opened packs on stream. Thank you, Wildcat Bandit. And I may need to clip this little comment here. Not worried. He's not worried. Boba Fett is on the trail. All right, let's go. Let's open about 50 packs here, see what we can get. Today is probably the worst day to open packs, though. It's Monday. All the live cards have been updated already. And there's nothing really I'm chasing right now, except maybe Lou Gehrig mission cards, but maybe we'll open about 25. Come on, diamonds. IBDB is coming for me. He's coming in game number 4. He's got the emote working. Thank you, Chess Safari. Let's hope that pulls me a perfect. I know it worked for EVC sometimes. Let's do this. Bobby Estella? No. No problem, Outlaw. Hope to see you back in a future tournament there. You'll get your shot at me at some point in time. And good to see you here. And all of you that are watching today, we will be rolling into the afternoon drive with Nas Bass in probably a half hour time. Oh, there's that Anthony Swarzik. Yeah, this is ugly. Alex Radcliffe, Alvin Dark, Kirk McCaskill. Even those Lou cards, the mission cards, have come down quite a bit. At least the iron and bronze. The future legends are at their peak in terms of they're not going to go any higher than this chest. Like right now, you're saying you can get a pretty good sale on the peak cards. And yeah, Heath, I did. I still have like with all my teams on Perfect Team 23, I probably have 600 packs there. I just don't have time to go open them all. I got like 600 packs. Because really, I want the Ty Cobb. I want the Ty Cobb. Not many other players would help my team. And I don't know if people are even buying cards over there anymore. Oh, so yeah, my iFace pad. Jess Safari makes a good point that if we see Future Legends 2 series come out on Thursday, which I think it's very soon. If it's not this week, it's very soon. And there's missions tied to that. You're going to need those Future Legend 1 cards to finish the missions. So even though the Spotlight packs put a lot more on the market, I think a lot of those have dried up. The good deals on those, the time to buy those were like Thursday, Friday, Saturday. They're going to start going up again because of these missions that are coming out. So if you can get a good diamond, gold, future legend, you might want to pick one up sooner rather than later. If they are in the spotlight packs again on Thursday, they'll come down again. So that's the only kind of silver lining on Future Legend 1 is if they keep them in the next spotlight pack. I haven't even hit a gold yet, guys. Oh, there we go. I apologize. I've hit a gold. Raphael Devers, who I think fell from diamond to a gold. We're quick selling. Take the points. As far as I know, Hawk Moon, that's what they said. Every Thursday for a limited time, there will be spotlight packs. Now, I don't know if they used the word every, or if they used often, or if they used it's going to be something that happens from time to time. There will be spotlight packs back. I just can't remember the exact words that they used. If that's the case, Chess, that's going to sell a lot of packs. If they replace right away on Thursday, well, they would, right? Because whatever set comes out Thursday will be in those spotlight packs, which would remove the earliest set, which was Future Legend 1s. So it would be Speed, Garrig, and Future Legend 2. And we're quick selling that one. All right, new names. Not seeing any new names here. Diamond or broke, baby. Diamond or broke. Let's go. Thank you, OOTP Developments, confirming that Spotlight packs will be available this coming Thursday until Sunday or Saturday. So it looks like that is going to be the schedule for them. I don't know if OOTP can confirm that this will be a weekly thing moving forward, kind of same place, same time kind of thing, or whether it's just a 2 or 3 week kind of trial that they're doing these. Not too sure, but we do know that they are coming out again on Thursday. So save up your perfect points. It will be, and can OOTP confirm? Well, I guess I won't even ask it. I won't even ask it. All right. Okay, I will ask it. Are future legends part of the next spotlight pack, or is that something you can't announce yet? Future Legends 1, the ones that were in the last one. No diamonds, no diamonds. There you go. You guys are hearing it first. You can expect this to be somewhat regular, but there could be other things happening over the next few months as well. A little teaser, maybe other packs or options coming our way. I know this OOTP message will self destruct in 10 seconds. Mission impossible. Okay, nothing mission wise. Oh, pine cones. Pine cones, you know those are coming at some point in the year. You know we're going to get those perfect packs at some point. They will be there. Or maybe a different iteration of them. Maybe perfect pack plus. Maybe a perfect pack spotlight. Wouldn't that be cool? Where you're guaranteed a perfect pack, a perfect card from the most recent sets. Oh, the the possibilities are endless. Can you imagine how those would sell, knowing that Lou Gehrig is a strong possibility? You'd have to price him at like 150,000 perfect points. And there we go. We got our first diamond card of the stream for the Johnny Cash luggage tags. Baltimore is mentioned in the song. So at least for the short time, BJ Ryan can be part of the Johnny Cash luggage tags. Welcome to the team. Although BJ, you're going to be replaced by Babe Ruth because Boston is not mentioned in the song. Baltimore or New York is not mentioned in the song. So the only way I could get Babe Ruth on the team is his birthplace, which is Baltimore. So he will definitely be my Baltimore representative. Baltimore needs to be Babe in the Matrix. Yes, he did pretty good in Baltimore when I did the Baltimore series a couple weeks ago. And tomorrow he is going to Chicago Cubs. Babe is going to play in Wrigley Field. He should be able to crank out a few home runs tomorrow. Mickey Rivers. Bob Perky. Part of the But I Don't Want to Be a Pirate mission. All right, we're going to open up 3 more packs here, see how we do. +5. We are going to quick sell this one. Usually I quick sell my golds. 2 more packs. Stay tuned, guys. We will be doing a draw for 10 packs at the end of the show today. In about 15 minutes, we will be doing that draw. Everyone can enter at that point. Don't enter now. And then we're giving away some packs for the lap bounty. So one more time, we're going to go check in on the lap bounty. Actually, before we do that, let's let it sim another game there. And I haven't seen any teardrops from IBDB yet. So Either the series isn't over or I haven't beat him. I have not looked at all at the live cards, so you guys help me out. I'm going to go to the card shop. In terms of the movers and shakers from this morning, how many new perfects did we get? Yes, he's here. No spoilers. Yeah, no spoilers. Have to run? All right. Good to see you, IBDB. Enjoy the rest of your Monday. And yeah, we'll see how the series plays out. Did Arenado go up? Was he a perfect already? Zero new perfects. Really? I thought for sure Goldschmidt was going to go up, but he went down. That kind of surprised me. I thought for sure. I mean, if Freddie Freeman is a perfect, I would think Paul Goldschmidt, but he plays on a currently bad team. So no one went perfect. Who are the big guys that went up then to diamond? Any new diamond players? Joe Ryan must have went up, right? Went up 7 points. There was a card to invest in. If you bought 10 of those at 1,500, you could sell them now for 40,000. Zach Wheeler went up. Yeah, that's a big jump from 1,000 for a gold to 4,000 for a diamond. So who else? Yeah, Goldie should have. I agree. Gaussman, the Toronto Blue Jay, he went up from an 89. Where is Gaussman? There he is. So he went up 4 points. Guerrero, did he drop? Yeah, Guerrero dropped 4. And I was surprised. I thought Matt Chapman would drop a lot more. I thought he might even drop down to bronze. I think he only dropped 1, didn't he? Wasn't he a 93? And Yoshida. Grisso, I think it was a Grisso that said bought a 10 Yoshidas on Sunday. Wow, so yesterday you bought 10 of these. What was he selling at? What were you able to get him for? 1,400. Good investment. So you spent about 14,000 and you turned that into a minimum 40,000. Darn. Good investment on Yoshida. Bo Bichette. Did Bo Bichette go up or was he a diamond before? Don't blame you. When a guy's at like 91 or 92, good chance he might go down. Take the perfect points now. He was a diamond before Heath, thanks. And Zach Gallen went up, right? He must have shot up there. There'd be another good investment. So if someone was able to pick up lots of Zach Gallen, they did well there. All right, how about gold? Who is the big surprise here or the big spec on gold? Who paid out well in terms of, picking up maybe a silver or a bronze card that went up to gold? Oh, Yoshida was 87 before, so he went up to 91 or 90. Yeah, good investment. Cal went from bronze to gold. Oh, really? I don't think I had many of him. Let's check him out. Cal. Cal. Where are you? I've got 3. Got 3. Well, that's not bad. Instead of having 75 points, I've got 3,000 points. Wow, he went up 13. Salvi Perez, another one. Yep, he went up quite a bit. So he went up from silver. He was a 75 before. And Evil Shank says Rooker was the other big one. So Rooker went up from a 60, I guess. So he must have been a low bronze. Wow, Oakland A guy went up. Dr. Dynastic must be celebrating. We had an Oakland A skyrocket. So the batters seem to be more volatile than the pitchers. Yeah, the one guy I invested in early was the Yankee reliever 79. Can't remember who that was. I knew he wasn't going to go up, but by that time I had bought 10 of them already. When you're at 79 and you're a reliever for the Yankees, I would think that you might go up. Were there any cards that went up from iron to silver or higher? So any cards that are worth like 5 perfect points that went up to 100? Daenerys, Logan. Yeah, I'm not seeing any that jump out here. Oh, Brandon Marsh. Yeah, that's one guy I invested in. I invested in Marsh. He went up to a 70. Oh, yeah, Cobra, you lost your iron stud for your iron tournaments. Shame, shame, shame. So I think on my gladiators, I think I have 10 Brandon Marshes, which I think we saw that coming. Who is the Mateo, right? Did Mateo go up anymore? No, he did not. Did not go up. And yeah, Steele, that was a guy I mentioned a couple weeks ago with Cubs fan Steve. I said, I think this Steele guy, he was off to a great start for the Cubs. And was he iron last before Sunday? Or was he already a bronze? Did he go to bronze in the May boost and then up to silver now? Or did he go from iron? He's gone up 21 points. Great investment there. All right, yeah, we're just coming off the ad here. Again, I did not pay any attentions to the ads whatsoever, but that's okay. Sometimes that happens. Justin Steele. Pretty sure. Yeah, I think he was iron too, because I think I remember putting him in my live lineup as an iron pitcher last month. So Cubs fan, were you able to pick up on some of these players that went up, especially with your Cubs? Welcome back from the break, everyone. We're on our last segment here, just talking about some of the live cards that made some big jumps today and hopefully making you some perfect points. Mr. Steele from the Cubs was the last one we looked at, but no new perfects. No new perfect cards. And the question is, did anyone drop from a perfect? I don't think I asked that. Did we lose any perfects? I know there was thought that maybe Mike Trout might drop. He stayed up there. 3 players dropped. Thanks, Bailey. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 10 live perfect cards. That's it. So when you're doing a live perfect draft, You have 10 to choose from, basically. Buxton, yeah, Buxton dropped 5, I think. Yeah. Mookie was another one I was unsure how much he would move, but I think he stayed the same. I don't think he moved at all. And of course, Diaz is going to stay there because he's injured. So injured players don't move on the card ratings. So he's probably going to stay a perfect card the entire cycle. So you're always going to have at least one closer there. And 3 pitchers, Otani, Rodon, and DeGrom. So there you go. We will do one quick look at the most expensive cards on the card shop right now. Let's go and check out the gouge or not gouge market. Let's sort them by sell price. And on the market right now, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 cards at 300,000 or higher. So Kenny Lofton. Is Kenny Lofton worth 300,000? And Andy from Sheffield is saying absolutely not. This is gouge lap. His last 10 is 110. So it seems a bit high priced. Part of 2 missions, packable card, and Cubs fan Steve agrees Lofton is gouge. Next up, the Diamond Lou Gehrig. There is a buy order for 225, which amazes me. A diamond rate pullable card going for 225 minimum. Chalupa, you think this is a gouge? You don't think 339? Got a couple gouges there. We got 3 gouges. All right. The judges have ruled. They have spoken. Mike Scott. Limited edition to 25, I believe, and selling for 500K. 500K. So Pine Cone's interesting. You think the Lou Gehrig is, remember, this isn't the perfect one, though. This is the diamond one, which Charles said is the second best hitter in the game right now, only behind the perfect one. I think this buy order of 225, 250, I think that's fair. At this point in the game, I think that's fair for that card. If you pull this card, congratulations. It is one of the best cards in the game. Yeah, Heath, you were telling me like you just over 100,000, I think you said, like 120,000 that you paid. Here is the limited edition Lee Smith. Only 10 of them out there. I don't know how many have been pulled. I don't know if anyone from OOTP can give us an update on these high-end cards and how many have been pulled so far. But 500,000, someone has pulled it and they are selling it for 500,000, and one person's willing to pay 300,000. So I think the appropriate price is probably somewhere in between. It's a closer, which probably won't last the entire cycle, but definitely if you're in perfect league, going to help you out. Little bit splitty, but not as splitty as we've seen some other Lee Smiths. I'm going to give it the 400,000 mark. I think 350 to 400,000 is fair for this card. Huey Jennings, another limited edition card. I think there are only 10 of these. Yes, 10 of these. There we go. Live. Only 2 Lee Smiths so far, and one is on the auction mark. Huey Jennings, one of the best shortstops in the game. Of course, Bancroft, Dave Bancroft, who came out as a tournament card, is, I think, going to surpass all the other shortstops in terms of defense. Probably not in offense, though, so it depends how much you value defense in a card. Huey Jennings, two of the 10 on the market, close enough to the last 10 sales that probably makes it a not gouge price. So I think that's fair for a card there's only 10 of. That is a excellent card in the game. And I think all the Huey Jennings have been pulled. I think the only 100 that hasn't been pulled yet or completed is the one we just went through, the Lee Smith. Eddie Matthews, the card I was able to pull the number one card of after talking with your kidneys, and your kidney said, Lap, have you checked out the Eddie Matthews card? And I said, no, I didn't know it was released yet. And so I said, you know what, kidneys, I'm going to go open 10 packs. And he laughed and gave me the LOL. And on pack number 2, it was the number one Eddie Matthews. Yeah, definitely a high price for it. 25 of them available. I think they've all been pulled. Probably a card worth 500 to 600,000. It will take you late in the cycle, I think. As a third baseman, it's more valuable because only possibly Mike Schmidt, George Brett, Brooks Robinson, probably those are the only 3 third basemen that are going to outdo this card at some point. And he is a little splitty. He is definitely better against the righties. So until we get a Schmidt, George Brett, or Brooks Robinson, I think 5 to 700,000 is fair for this card. For those that want that really competitive team. And the perfect Lou Gehrig, none of them are on the market right now. Let's see if we've got the last 10 sales of them. Lou. And go to card value. Lou Gehrig. Perfect. 1 million. Someone's willing to pay 1.1. So there is a fair offer out there. 1.1 million. I don't think that's a gouge. This is, in my opinion, a 1 million perfect point card right now in the game. As Charles said, he plays way above in terms of your WAR wins that he's going to contribute to your team. So definitely a 1 million perfect point card, and probably a good chance that he will be in the spotlight pack again this Thursday, as it will probably be the Speed Demons, the Lou set, and then the new set that comes out on Thursday, if that's the pattern that they're going to follow. So I'm going to call not gouge if someone listed it for 1.3. I think 1.3 is not gouge territory. Some of these cards, guys, if you remember from last year, the Babe Ruth Platinum 4 card when it came out sold for over $1 million. Some of these cards are worth over $1 million perfect points. They simply are. Yeah, best regular packable card. It reminds me, Chess, of the Ty Cobb that came out late in the game last year. Like Ty Cobb was the best packable hitter. And that's where we are with this Lou card right now. It is the one card, or even the diamond. Like you're not gonna be sad if you pull that diamond one. So you've got 2 cards, a diamond one and a perfect card that are packable. That kind of reminds me of that Ty Cobb from last year. Although we know we're going to get a Ty Cobb soon. All right, guys, I am going to take one more look in on the tourney. We will be going to the afternoon drive with Naspace in about 15 minutes, maybe less. He is on right now, so we will go over there, but I want to see if our tournament is done. I am done. I can tell because there's no green light. So IBDB wins the 5 packs in the bounty part of the tournament. And Laptop Pound gets knocked off in the fifth game. Oh, I took them to game number 5, and it was, oh no, almost the reverse sweep. Guys, oh, I had a 1-0 lead. He went up 2-1 in the 8th. I tied it in the top of the 9th. And then in the bottom of the 9th, in game 5, Joe DiMaggio singled off Candiotti. Josh Donaldson. How dare you, live Josh Donaldson? He singled, moving DiMaggio to second. Heim flew out, and then Joey Weimer with the walk-off hit to win the game in the bottom of the 9th. Wow. I was down 2-0, by the way, for those of you that did not see that. Puyallup won the first 2 games. I won 2-1, 6-4, and then lost game 5. And Weimer was the MVP. Also, the Bandits come back. Whoa, the Bandits win game 4, 14-5, and then they still have enough offense to beat Mr. Audit. In the bottom of the 9th, Mr. Audit tried the comeback, didn't quite work out, and the Bandits advanced to the semis, winning with, didn't we talk about this guy? Correct me if I'm wrong. On the Johnny Cash luggage tags, wasn't Don Locke a possibility? Synchronicity. Look at that. He's the quarterfinal MVP, hitting 750. Yeah, that is weird. Like, of all the players in the game, Don Locke is mentioned. I bring it up later saying, where was Don Locke from again? And then I look at this and find out he's the MVP for the Bandits. Crazy. We saw that the Day Trippers swept their series. The Hitmen won their series. So we are in the semifinals. The Bandits won up on the Day Trippers, winning the first game 5-2. So they've won their last 3 games in a row. 2 against Mr. Audit and 1 against Heath. They are on fire. Slim Jones going up against Tanner Bibby in the next game. And the Fair continue their winning ways. They are up 1-0. They beat the Southside Hitmen 4-0. So the Fair already have 5 packs in the bank because they took out Laptop Hound. They won the bounty. And one of these other 4 teams will win the other 5 packs. There you go. Okay. Where are we at with the break? We're good. So let me switch over to my main screen here, guys, as we get close to ending off and going over to Mr. Nospace. So again, if you do have some time, we've knocked off a few of these team here. If you can find some hidden gems that maybe were part of Salvador, Amarillo, Tocapilla, or any of the other place names in the song, Charleston, Dayton, Louisiana, find those hidden gems for me that we can add to the Johnny Cash luggage tag theme team. Tomorrow, again, we are back with Babe in the Matrix. He goes to Chicago, plays for the Cubs in Wrigley Field. So you will have a chance to win 10 packs based on how Babe Ruth does in Chicago. Him and his sunglasses and green leather jacket back in Chicago, where he played for the White Sox last week. Also, I will have a special guest for about 20, 25, 30 minutes. And this special guest will walk through a little bit in uniform creation and create a uniform for one of my teams. So looking forward to that. I don't know much about the mods and the uniforms and all those other kind of things. So looking forward to this guest coming on and teaching some of you guys how you can create better uniforms with fonts and colors and logos and all that. So that will be the first part of the show tomorrow, and then the Babe in the Matrix coming a little bit later. Thank you once again to all the May subscribers. Very generous, very helpful, very kind of you guys. And as you know, always be kind to yourself, be kind to others. We live in a very, very strange world at times with political, economic, medical, social things going on. And just take care of yourself, take care of those that are around you, help out when you can, take what you need, give back what you can. And it is a great day for baseball. Absolutely great day for baseball. So enjoy it. Enjoy the games on TV. Go throw the ball around outside if you can. And of course, play your OOTP. Well, as we always do, we are going to end off with our contest. One winner will get 10 packs. Let me just bring it up here. And let me rephrase this 10-pack giveaway. And it has started. Exclamation ticket, exclamation enter. Jeff Steele and Wildcat Bandit. We're quick on the enter key there. We'll give it about 3 minutes here, guys, as we're waiting for people to enter. Let's go back and check in on game 2 on the tournament. Exclamation enter, exclamation ticket. So thanks, guys, for helping me with the theme team. Thanks for letting me know if you made the PTCS. Again, today is a big day of change in the OOTP world with lots of new tournament formats. Of course, we got our quick 16-team drafts back, and the live spec is all done. So lots to look at in the game today. All right, game 2 is in. The Day Trippers tied up the series with a vengeance, 8-2. Heath has come back against the Bandits, and in the other series, IBDB keeps on rolling. Almost was able to come back and knock him out, but he won game 2 9-7 over the Hitmen. So there we go. We'll take one final look at these teams. We've got Gristle Whistle tied up at 1 with Heath. And in the other semifinal, we've got IBDB going up against, where are they here? The Hitmen and Aussie. Oh, that's a good matchup. That is a great, both semifinals. Some really, really talented managers in there. Exclamation ticket, exclamation enter gets you in on the contest. Just over a minute left. 10 standard packs to the victor. 52 entries, 53 right now. And again, don't go anywhere. We're gonna scoot you over to Naspace. I'm sure he has a lot to talk about with those live spec cards. Once again, a reminder, if you missed it, EDC is not on until 10 p.m. tonight. He will be on at 10 p.m. Eastern with the theme team update. He will not be on Wednesday. There will not be a Guess the Set contest this week. He will be back again on Friday. So we do have EVC, but later on today. Tomorrow, the OOTP stream will be TJ Lauerman and his quest to win back-to-back championships with the Atlanta Braves. And I'm not sure if Rich Grisham is on tonight. Sometimes he's on Mondays, but check in, stay aware, check the Twitch updates, and he may be on tonight, and you may get a chance to get your OOTP packs from him. I'm sure he's got a lot of packs to rip and to improve his team, the Foo Fighters, a little bit more. All right, let's give you the 10-second countdown. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Giveaway is closed. Indy's whip got in with a millisecond left to go. Here we go. 10 pack. Name I'm not familiar with. Haven't seen that, but congratulations, KUIL 13. Cool. That's all I'm going to say. Cool. Thanks, Cool 13. You have won 10 standard packs. Please, if you're here, there you go. Wait, what? It's a great name for a ball player. Wait, what? You have won 10 standard packs. Leave your name in the chat here or whisper it to me. In fact, maybe do both in case I miss it here. Simply click on my name in the chat, click the little whisper icon, and there you go. Ricky Vaughn. All right, capital R, capital V. Congratulations. This has been Laptop Hound, episode number 101, as we make our trek through the next 100, the Bounty Hunter episode, and Puyallup Fair taking out Laptop Hound in our first tournament. We will be back tomorrow with another bounty tournament, Babe in the Matrix, and a guest coming on early. See you guys then. Have a wonderful day. We'll take you to NASpace. We'll see you next episode.